Have you heard about the weird rumours doing its rounds about the show The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Well, there's new info that might change our perspective. It seems there's more going on than we realised. Benny Medina, the show's producer, might have used some not-so-good ways to get Will Smith and another rapper, MC Shan, on the show. Will didn't talk much about his challenges, but MC Shan spilt the beans, telling surprising stuff about what Medina did. MC Shan, a famous rapper from the 80s, said weird things were happening when picking actors for The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He thinks Will Smith didn't just get the role because of acting and because he agreed to things he wasn't comfortable with. But this isn't only about Will, it's also about the person he had to please to get famous in Hollywood. In an interview, MC Shan claimed that he was being considered for the main role on the show before Will Smith got it, but he lost the opportunity after he used a derogatory term to describe Benny Medina, who was not only a manager and producer, but also a record executive. This decision didn't just cost him the role, it harmed his overall career. So there's more behind the scenes of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air than we knew. MC Shan's revelations offer a fresh angle on how things unfolded when choosing actors for the show. It shows the challenges some artists had to face while chasing fame. But oh boy, did I mess up big time. I told Benny Medina some pretty harsh things and didn't hold back, stated MC Shan. He made this clear during an interview. The rapper then explained that he never even got to the point of talking about money. He thought the pay they offered wasn't worth what he'd have to do to get attention. He said, "I'm not entirely sure, but there's a chance. We never got around to negotiating. Honestly, the money didn't interest me. Plus, I wasn't really what Warner Brothers was looking for. I didn't fit their vision." This artist from Queens talked about the same thing in another interview. He dove even deeper into why he wasn't picked for the role. The rapper said this might be why he lost his big record deal. He explained that this kind of thing has always existed in the industry. He said you must do certain things to land a deal. It's just how it's always been. He mentioned the others were doing what he didn't want to do, using strong words. He had come across attempts to change who he was when he was in the spotlight. Shan admitted that a confrontation with Benny Medina triggered his downfall. He recalled how he was in the running for the Fresh Prince role, but he resisted Medina's influence. He described the situation as being pressured into doing things against his will, and he ultimately had to call it quits, and afterwards the prince's role was filled. Looking back, Shan thinks his strong stance against Medina's way of doing things hurt his career. He realised that standing up to Medina led to him leaving Warner Brothers. He said, "I chose not to play their game. When I told Benny Medina what I did, that's when Warner dropped me. Things changed for me and I'm okay with it. I'd rather be where I am now than give up what I believe in." Shan also talked about contacting Will Smith and remembering their first connection. He wondered about Will's journey in the industry, suggesting that even after his first TV show, he had to work within the system to succeed. Shan brought up Will's first movie after the show, 6 Degrees of Separation, and the rumours about his sexuality that followed. But things got even more intriguing when more details about this role surfaced online. Will Smith shared that he used method acting while working on 6 Degrees of Separation. This means he fully embraced the emotions and experiences of the character for a long time. People couldn't stop talking about it, like one person who wrote, "Will Smith went all in for that 6 Degrees of Separation role, pushing himself to the max to secure the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air part." Then, there's talk about Quincy Jones, a super talented guy who made music for huge names like Frank Sinatra and Michael Jackson. People have been discussing his personal life for a while. Now, there's fresh info suggesting that Quincy might have shaped how famous people like Will Smith and Tupac thought about their sexuality. Things get even trickier with a special moment involving Tupac. In an unforgettable conversation, Tupac seemed to hint that Quincy Jones might have had questionable motives. But the strange part is that this interview disappeared from public view, leaving us wondering if something was happening behind the scenes. Figuring out how such a talked about interview could vanish is quite the puzzle. One can't help but wonder, will we find out the truth behind these stories, or will they stay secrets? Let us know in the comments what you think, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest gossip.